there's an introduction period that must take place, but I think in this case, you think so? For those of you who may not, Madison Bumgarner must have Posey. We'll start with Madison on the far end. Last year, Madison, last February, Giants Fanfest, I don't think that you were a part of it. How much has your world changed in just 12 short months?
Oh, man, it's so much different now. I was actually here last year. Glad you remember.
My bad.
I don't know, it's just awesome. I mean, just thank you guys so much for everything you've done for us. You made it all worthwhile.
Thank you. Thinking back to the World Series, you're pitching the big game, and you've got your catcher out there, your former teammate. Was there a moment where the two of you thought about being back in San Jose just 18, 20 months earlier, and being in the same situation?
You know, I don't know. I'm glad. I think we're very fortunate to play with each other, coming up through the system a little bit and get to know each other. You know, I got 100% confidence in him. Whatever he puts down on my throw, you know, he's the best catcher I've ever thrown to by far, I think. And I'm just blessed to be a teammate of his.
Looking forward now to 2011, you must have really increased your own personal expectations as far as performing on the field. What do you look forward to, not so much from the team standpoint, but personally moving into 2011 and what will be your first full season?
I mean, I think pretty much the same thing as everybody. Just went home and worked hard, and you know, I've been throwing since early January, and looking forward to this year. Just gonna take it one start at a time and see how it goes at the end of the year. Hopefully, we're doing the same thing.
What's the average off-season day for you as far as training and training table and what you do to get yourself ready to pitch an inning?
I'm running. It starts with roping cows. I run 5 days a week, work out 4 days a week. Feeding the horses and cows, got a lot of I throw and start to throw every day now, so it's I'm feeling good.
So when you're on the ranch, you're more likely to tend to that stuff yourself as opposed to have somebody do it for you? I mean, now that you have maybe the financial ability to not do the labor, is it you enjoy doing the labor?
That's just how I was brought up, I guess. Just we do it ourselves. You know, me and my family, we all do it. We got a couple of guys that help us when I'm gone and stuff to help them, but yeah, we pretty much do everything ourselves.
Madison Bumgarner, ladies and gentlemen. Posey. I mean, you can't even say your name in a crowd of people without being drowned out. How has the adjustment been from being a San Jose Giant and doing your thing in Florida State to now being one of the biggest rock stars in San Francisco Giants history?
Well, I mean, it's different, no doubt about it. It's great. I mean, we love it. I mean, the thing that I remember about these fans as much as anything is the fact that when we were 6, 7 games back, early August, mid-August, they were still packing this stadium out. That means a lot to us. You have that type of support, you're able to come on and you get up for each game, and good things happen.
Stepping in once Benji was traded and knowing you had to be the everyday catcher, the burden that you were going to be having to handle, the pitching staff, having to bat every day, what did you do to try to keep yourself confident and be able to get to a point where you'd be able to go out and do it every single day?
Well, I mean, you rely a lot on the pitchers. You rely a lot on the pitchers and our pitching coach, Dave Rigetti, just to be prepared for every game. I mean, it's a total team effort. I mean, everybody's kind of putting in their work to help the next guy along. So I mean, it's I never did it. I never felt like I was doing anything by myself.
You were able to win the championship in San Jose, and I believe you were part of the championship in Double-A, if I'm not mistaken, not during the season?
No, actually, I was only in San Jose half the season, so I didn't win it. We won the first half, but not there when they won it.
But you were able to bring that experience up to the Major League club. How were you able to apply that to being in the bigs?
Well, I think the Giants do a great job of implementing a winning way even in the minors. I mean, San Jose's got a great organization. You know, when winning becomes addictive, I guess. You know, you learn how to do it. You have to. It's not something that you can just go out and do. It takes time, and it's a process. Guys gotta feel that hunger and understand what it takes to get the job done. And we had a great group of guys that did that last year.
Final question for me, and folks, get your questions ready for our esteemed panel. You win the World Series, you come home, and you come out for the parade. What was your initial reaction when you guys came around that first corner and you saw maybe 1 million of your closest friends?
Just blown away, really. I mean, it's really hard. If you're not there and you don't see it, you can't describe it. People don't understand it. Luckily, we got some good pictures and some good video footage. You'll remember that forever.
Buster Posey! My family and my son Quest behind here is one of your #1 fans, and my first question for you stems from how you were able to keep that smile on your face all year through what was probably a pretty challenging season.
You know what's tough? Every moment and every second, just to smile. No matter what situation you be in, how better work to do, you know. You've been through for a lot of things, bad moments, you know, but you have to keep focused, give it a chance, the fans, the opportunity to see you smile every time.
What did you rely on? You go through a slump and the fans are talking about your struggles and everybody's talking about your struggles, yet you come out every day with a smile, the same bounce and the same energy. How did you do that?
I just try to have some fun in there. That's what I do.
A lot of the questions last off-season and this off-season are about the weight, you know. Panda's weight, Panda's weight. And do you ever want to just tell people it's none of your business what I weigh?
I want to do it, but I can't. So no, that was the point, you know. Last year before, 2 years in a row about the weight. This year I had to warn you, you know. I had a warning. I had to lose weight. I did it, but you know, I'm happy, but not
satisfied. Did you do anything differently this off season than last off season as far as the training, or was it just maybe a little bit more focused this year? What was the difference?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna be running back next year. I'm gonna be running back. Yeah, for NFL.
49ers maybe running back?
Probably, yeah.
Final question for me, and then we'll open it up to the thousands of people now crowding around. How good did it feel when you came in the postseason and had that clutch hit?
When you grow up, you've been thinking the moments that and that kind of hit you wanna do it when you was kid, you know. I got it that 2 double and 1 big. The first one first, they go foul ball. You know, I start fighting that big. I get it, you know, excited a little bit. I come down myself. You know, I wanna get a good pitch to hit. I wanna swing a strike. My bad, I'm gonna swing the ball. I do, I pitch. But for me, one of those moments I don't want to never forget.
One more, actually, because I just thought about it. I do a little TV for the San Jose Giants, and I know your brother joined the team last year mid-season. How nice was it to have Michael Sandoval around?
You know, it's my older bro is right here.
Can we bring him up?
Yeah.
Let's bring him up. Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Sandoval.
It's one of the guys like my father, you know, he's give me support every time, every moment, you know. I'm happy. We got like 2 brothers playing the same league, won the championship in the same league.
Any questions for our panel, or should we just send them on their way? We got microphones coming around, and we'll start with this young man here in the corner.
Alright, Posey, this is a question for you. We all know that the ladies idolize you. I'd like to know, who do you idolize? Who's your idol?
Oh gosh. You know what? I've always looked up to my parents. I think that you know, they give you the foundation that you need to be successful, and that's who. Yeah, I'd say that's who I look up to the most.
Over here, this gentleman with the pen.
Mr. Posey, I'd like to say you're a great addition to our team. You're amazing, man. You're great.
Thank you.
Now, before Benji left, did he give you any words of wisdom that maybe helped you out during that long run that you had?
Yeah, I mean, I think it was I think it was a combination over the past year and a half. It wasn't necessarily right before he left or within the weeks or months before that. Benji was just always so great from the first time that I met him in spring training about just sharing his knowledge, and for me to be able to spend some time with a guy that played 10 plus years in the big leagues behind the plate was really great for me.
There he is.
Give me something. During a game. During a game, would you guys like do an error or mess up? Like, let's say you miss a ground ball or throw a wild pitch or strike out. How do you guys come back in the game and still have that mindset of like trying to win?
I don't know, I think that's what you work for. You know, you can't just let one bad play or one bad pitch or a bad at bat affect your game or affect anything. You know, you're just going to look past it, whether you do good or bad. You know, just keep going and move forward, and you know, just keep working hard.
One follow-up, Madison. I think it was when you went to Double-A, you were having some struggles. Did you have any self-doubt? And if you did, how did you fight your way through that, knowing that you still were a very, very good pitcher?
It's always easy for that doubt to creep in when you're struggling and not doing good. You just gotta. You know, I think our teammates up there, our whole organization is just awesome and helps you out whenever you're going through stuff like that. And I think everybody, the coaches and the players, you know, just help you out and try to pick you up whenever you have a bad game, and you know, just go out there the next time and keep working and don't change anything just because of one start, and you know, things will pick up.
One more over here. If you stand up so we can see you.
Hey, Buster. When you were doing the Tomahawk Chop in Atlanta, did you feel like you were back in Florida State? And what did you do with all the clincher baseballs?
Good question. You know what? I mean, I grew up a big Braves fan, so I remember, you know, seeing boo.
First time you've been booed here.
We're booing the Braves. A little kid like his hometown. You know what? Yeah, a little bit. You felt like you're a little bit like you're at Florida State, but that was a cool experience. And with the clinching balls, I actually kept the NLCS, and then I gave the World Series ball to Wilson because I thought that, you know, that guy's out there on the line, putting himself on the line every game, and you know, I don't think anybody deserves it any more than him.
So when the final out's recorded, how does the ball get secured? Because it was mayhem, if I may.
I got a tight grip on it.
The Sergio Romo lookalike over here. On the left.
How do you prepare yourself every day mentally for every pitcher in the rotation?
I think it's something that takes time. Initially, you know, when I first came up and started catching, it was a little bit of an adjustment just because I didn't know the pitchers that well, hadn't had that much experience with them. But it's something that with time you have to think about a little less, I guess. I mean, you can start to spend more time on looking at your opposition opposed to catching Wescomb's nasty changeup or Jonathan Sanchez's devastating curveball or one of the 18 pitches this guy throws. So, you know, our pitching staff's so good from top to bottom. They're a joy to catch.
A follow-up question for you, Pablo, as a hitter, when you go to a new city, how much time will you spend looking at video and getting ready for the staff that you're going to face?
I'm not kind of guy that don't look video.
You don't miss video?
Nah, I just go in there, you know, but last year I started doing little video, start seeing video, you know, what am I doing wrong, what am I doing, you know. I spent like 30 minutes, look what the pitch is going, all the kind of stuff, be prepared, the situation, what kind of pitch you got, all the kind of stuff.
One more for you before we turn it back over here. When you come out of the field and you look out at AT&T and you see 15,000 people, men, women, children with panda ears on, what's your reaction?
I can't believe it, man. The word I have, I want to work on that. Yeah, it's funny, I'm being loud, you know, I'm being happy. I'm happy.